We are beginning the second week of 2020, and I believe it has been good so far. My dear listeners, my dear viewers, please don't forget to like our page, to subscribe, and give us comments in the comment section. Today we are discussing Harmattan. The Harmattan is one of the two seasons experienced in the tropics, precisely in the Sub-Saharan region of Africa. The Harmattan season is characterized by invigorating dryness of the weather, which gives it the term Dr. Wind. Yes, Dr. Wind, I said. The weather is usually very cold and dry. Temperatures ranges between 9 to 30 degrees Celsius. Humidity falls to 5%. The sun dims, and there is a gathering of dust in the atmosphere, which looks like a fog, which could be as heavy as that which is experienced in San Francisco or in London. Yes, but these are dust particles which have been gathered in the atmosphere. The Harmattan begins from November and ends late in February. Interestingly, it has a lot of effects on humans, animals, the environment itself, and on our socio-economic life. Interestingly, I'll talk about humans, which is the dryness of the weather dries our hair, makes it brittle and very dry. Our skin, the whole skin, becomes dried up, whitish, especially those with dry skin. You can easily write dry on their skin. The lips becomes cracked, easily cracks, and painful. The eyes are exposed to a lot of dust, which can make it also exposed to a lot of infections during the season. Infections like conjunctivitis is very common at this time. Those with dry eyes experience a lot of burning sensations on their eyes. Coming down the nostrils, we experience a lot of dryness in the respiratory passages all through to the lungs. This puts especially those with asthma on a high risk at this time to asthmatic attacks due to the presence of the cold and the dust in the environment. As we go down to the body, more especially, I've mentioned all of our skin already, the source of our foot, which is part of the skin, is not spared the effects of the Harmattan. It becomes dry and cracks. Come to socio-economic life. During this time, for some, life comes to a standstill, especially those who would depend on natural rainfall for their agricultural activities. They are not able to do much during this time. Most vegetations become desiccated, completely dry, and the dryness of the wind that blows at this time can break some tree trunks. River bodies dry up. Just a few that you see that there are some water in it, but not as much as in the rainy season or on regular days. During this season, there are a lot of haze, and this haze reduces light, reduces visibility, which causes a lot of airlines to lose millions of dollars by delaying flights, suspending flights, deviating flights. As well, during this season, there are a lot of or increase in road traffic accidents. We hear a lot of fire outbreaks. Why? Because everything is dry, really dry. During the Harmattan as well, when you come to most vegetations, you realize that a whole farm would have been dried up. I mean, by the invigorating dryness of this weather, most vegetations are gone. This accounts for some of the poverty in the northern parts of Ghana because they experience an intense form of the Harmattan during the season. The dusty particles that we see at this time is believed to be emanating from the Saharan desert, heading towards the Gulf of Guinea. And since we are within the pathway, we're experiencing these suns. The dust that are collected during this time can form heavy clouds, which can come down as tornadoes or as sand or dust storms. For some, it is a time to enjoy the family. It is a time for communal life. Some still enjoy wildlife at this time because most animals are now gathering together to find places of water and food. Why? Because most of the easily available places they can get water and food have all been dried up. It can be that harsh. But in recent years, we have observed some kind of patterns that have reduced this kind of intensity. However, the north still will experience a much intense kind of the Harmattan. The season, respiratory tract infections are very common. These include common cold, bronchitis, tonsillitis, pneumonia, exacerbation of asthmatic attacks, and sickle cell crisis. There could as well be the epidemic or an outbreak of meningitis, which are all conditions that need medical attention as soon as possible. Interestingly, we can protect ourselves and give ourselves a better life during the Harmattan, that we are not left at the mercy of the dryness of the season. Our protection tips. 1. Keep yourself well hydrated. Drink water as often as necessary, not because you are thirsty, because at this season, the coldness of the weather might not make you thirsty, but do well to drink water, most preferably room temperature water. But I usually will recommend warm water for asthmatics and sickle cell patients or individuals living with sickle cell. It is very important at this time to keep yourself well moisturized. There are a lot of moisturizers on the market, but at this time, the one which is most appropriately recommended are the lighter moisturizers, the most common and available, cheaply available in all of Ghana. It's shea butter. Yes, shea butter. Do well to wash your face more often. As much as you can, put a little shea butter on your lips or a lip balm to prevent your lips from painful cracks. As much as you can, get an eye protection to protect the eyes from the dust of the weather. For asthmatics, it's also recommended to get a face mask, especially where you are working in dusty areas or you are in a dirty environment, that your chance of getting an attack by the stress of the exposure is reduced. For those living with sickle cell, as well as asthmatics, it's very important to keep yourself well covered. And being well covered is recommended for all of us. However, we must note that during the day, the temperatures easily rise and becomes warm, so you might feel a bit hot. But as much as you can, protect yourself throughout the day and throughout the night. Wear appropriate shoes. Do your best to keep hygiene at its best at this time. At least twice a day bath is recommended. Don't forget as well In recent years, one of the things I've read on social media, which is quite interesting, and for this time in point, is where people are coining the saying from Psalm 5 verse 25, from Matthew 5:25, where they say that if you look at a woman lustfully, if you look at a woman and you lust after her, you've already had her. So some young people are saying that when you look at the water during this season and you assume that you've taken your bath, it then means that you have really taken your bath. Yes, it's hilarious. Just give yourself a smile. Just laugh it off. But on a more serious note, it's very important at this time for us to take our showers. Very important. Use warm water. It makes bathing more enjoyable at this time. Bath in the morning, bath in the evening. The other tips for us, as much as we can, we should take ourselves away from chilled drinks, fizzled drinks, and caffeinated drinks. They rather will dehydrate us during this time. It's a plead. It's a plead. As well, I want us to bring our minds during this season, because everything is drying out. When there is fire outbreak, it's easily spreads. I have a plead to all of us in our homes that as soon as we finish using our electrical gadgets at this time, we should put them off. Before you leave home to any gathering, do well to put off all your necessary gadgets that must be off. Remember to check your cylinders and turn them off as well. It's very important. We shouldn't let it happen before we count our losses. And we look out for who to blame. Unfortunately, we might not get anyone but ourselves. Also to our farmers and hunters at this time, when they set up fires, they should stay to make sure the fire is finished. But before setting up the fire, they need to build a belt for protection. They should build fire belt to prevent the fire from spreading to areas that are not supposed to be burnt. After the use of the fire, they should ensure that they have quenched the fire completely before leaving. At this time, there could be also fire outbreaks by natural causes, which we really can't tell where they're coming from. As much as we can, we must all be on the alert to prevent these incidental fire outbreaks. The other thing that we need to consider at this time are road traffic accidents. Due to the haze we experience during this weather and the reduced visibility, it is very important to keep ourselves alive and alert. We need to use lighter shaded clothing in the evenings and even during the day. Drivers, please drive with caution. The pedestrian walking on the road, you might not know who he or she is, but it's somebody with a face. It's a man, it's a woman with family, at a loss of whom the family are really lost because he or she could be the breadwinner. As much as we can, let's protect ourselves during this season and be good to ourselves. Let's treat ourselves right. That the rainy season will come, we will enjoy the rainy season as well, and we will all walk through to the end of 2020. God be our help. Remember to like our page, subscribe to our channel by tapping on the subscribe button. Don't forget to let us know your comments. Have your questions as well, and we'll give you feedbacks. We know we can't do without you. Your health is the primary resource you have to enjoy this life. Trusting that in the subsequent weeks and in the episodes following, we will have a very beautiful discussion times. Thank you for viewing. God bless you. we are seeing the haze. This is from the view of McCarthy Hill in Accra. And we are seeing areas like Dansoman, Bubuashi, Mala. Because there is low visibility, you wouldn't see much because the haze has taken charge. There is a little sunlight, which makes viewing a little bit clearer.